From Alex, let's go to Mitchell's Plain in the Western Cape, where some people are blatantly disregarding the lockdown. More than 2,000 motorists have been arrested for failing to comply with the regulations, and 2 policemen have been arrested for buying alcohol. eNCA's Ayesha Ismail is tracking that story for us and is joining us now live from Mitchell's Plain. Ayesha, very good morning to you. What's happening where you are in Mitchell's Plain?
Well, good morning, Bradan. I now find myself outside the day hospital here in Mitchell's Plain. It's the Eastridge Day Hospital. And there are hundreds of people standing here in a queue waiting to go inside the day hospital to be attended to. And some of the people that I spoke to earlier were saying to me that they've been standing in this queue for hours. And what they're saying is that it's still going to be many more hours before they're going to be able to even get into the day hospital. Now, we know now that Mitchell's Plain, which is one of the largest suburbs in South Africa, has got 15 infections. Mitchell's Plain is placed and situated in between Muizenberg and Khayelitsha. And we also know now that Khayelitsha has 14 infections. We also heard last night from the experts that since the lockdown, the number of infections had decreased. However, the experts are calling on people to continue with the lockdown rules and the regulations, to practice social distancing, and also to stay indoors and for people to wash their hands. But as you can see at this queue, in this queue here, it's almost an endless queue. People are saying that if they do practice social distancing here, this queue will probably end up on the beachfront. There are hundreds of people here, and I'm just going to talk to some of the people in the queue. Ma'am, you said that you've been standing in this queue for a very, very long time. How long have you been here for?
About 2 hours already, 2 to 3 hours already that I've been standing here. And this is still going to go on until I don't know what time. This can be a whole day thing still. So we don't know if we're going to be helped or if we're going to be, if we're not going to be helped, we'll have to see what happens.
Aren't you afraid of contracting the coronavirus by standing in this long queue so close to other people?
Well, everybody is scared of contracting this virus, but they don't have masks for everybody here. So there's nothing that we can do about it. And if I'm also scared of getting this virus. So I don't know.
Ma'am, you also told me earlier that you've been standing in this queue for a very long time. Where did you come from?
I'm coming from Philippi, ma'am. I'm coming to fetch medicine here. But they phoned me last week. They say they're going to deliver on my house medicine. But I'm waiting till now. They didn't come. They say to me they're going to come on Tuesday. But they didn't come. Then I tried to phone back to ask about that. They didn't pick up the phone. So that's why I'm coming here, because I don't have medicine in the home.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, Bradan, there you've heard from people saying that they've been here in this queue for many, many hours. They don't know how long they're still going to wait for. Some of them are not wearing masks. They're not wearing gloves. They're not able to practice social distancing. And as I said last night, we heard from the experts that if the number of infections, if the daily infections go up to 90 and more, there will be no option but for the lockdown to be extended. And the appeal is for people to continue practicing social distancing, to adhere to the lockdown, to stay indoors and to wash their hands regularly. But we've also been getting SMSs from people and also emails from people, and people from Khayelitsha, from Mitchell's Plain, saying that people in their areas are not adhering to the lockdown regulations, and they're saying that they also want the army and the police to come in to force people to stay indoors and to adhere to the rules and the regulations.
Thank you very much, Ayesha Ismail, on the ground in Mitchell's Plain.